Hello, welcome back to Pillar Sports. And today we are going to be talking about the transfer window. I am your host, Manny Pillar, and you know how we do it here. Um, Please comment down below what you guys think in terms of what is going to be happening in the transfer window. However, today we are going to be talking about the window and giving you guys updates about every single thing that is happening today. The window has heated up. It's the 10th of January where we are right now, and it has just gotten berserk. It is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So we are going to be starting most especially with X. So we are going to be giving you guys a little bit of a direct movement of what is happening with X and with um, the movement in the transfer window. So the likes of Sheik, the likes of Brentford moving off a player. In fact, let's get into it. So we are going to be starting with um, right now. We are going to be starting with Borussia Dortmund have Kevin Schmidt high on their list. They have already been initially in contact with the players' camp, and but no talks have taken place between the clubs yet. And that, of course, is by Berger PJ. But Brentford would not consider anything below 40. He is a really good player. Not gonna lie, and Florian Plantenburg is one of the top notch when it comes to transfer window. So we know for sure that this is quite um quite real in terms of the situation. So I don't know if this is going to happen in January, but maybe in the summer we will be seeing Kevin leave Brentford and go to Borussia Dortmund. And for one more thing is Borussia Dortmund are kind of looking for wingers right now because the likes of Gettens might be out. The likes of what's his name? No, Tell. I think Tell is in Bayern Munich. So it looks like Borussia Dortmund will be needing a lot of more backup when it comes to the winger position. Sorry, my voice is quite cracky right now. I have been dealing with a lot of cold on my part. So we go into Fabrizio Romano. Understand Norwich and Slavia Prague have reached a verbal agreement with Mateusz Jurasek. Um, agreements between sealed now or agreement being sealed now for a fee of around 7 million. So that's that. Of course, Norwich and Slava Prague. Norwich in the championship trying to come back to the Premier League. Now this is quite unfortunate for me because like Sean Dyche is one of my favorites to actually watch. I know when it comes to his defensive news and his know-how, dude is second to none when it comes to this. But let's see what the Athletic has to say. You say how Sean Dyche Everton departure unfolded. Internal tension in days with after Bournemouth. Of course, we know what happened at Bournemouth. They lost players shocked at exit on the eve of an FA Cup tie when the team when told at team hotel. Now this is the biggest shock. They had a game around 4 o'clock, and they fired this manager in the morning, literally hours before the game. It was truly a problematic factor. It doesn't. I don't understand whether these new owners are just being crystal clear and strict about what they want to do. However, it just doesn't make sense. You fire a manager before an FA Cup tie. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Potter admired, but West Ham stole March. Of course, Everton wanted Everton and West Ham wanted Graham Potter. It was just about who gets there first. And of course, West Ham absolutely snatched his hands off and got him ASAP. So Everton are still looking for who is going to manage them. However, Leighton Baines and Seamus Coleman are currently the interim managers, which I think Seamus is still a player. Leighton Baines might have been a manager or something, but these are all legends of Everton. So Move for more is made, need for speed in appointment, no doubt about it. They need to go get him ASAP. Florian Plattenburg says in recent days there have been contact between Borussia Dortmund and the representatives of Goncalo Inacio. Borussia Dortmund considered the 23-year-old centre back from Sporting Lisbon very interesting and are closely monitoring the situation. However, the current valuation. What's the current valuation? Okay, the current valuation of around 35 million pounds plus add-on is too expensive for Dortmund in the moment. Bruv, this is Inacio that a lot of people want. 35 million is taking change at this point. And I know I know the world beat us when it comes to having a lot of money, but they're chicken change at this point, honestly. They should go get it done if this is what they want. He's a very good centre back, not very tall, but has the ability to pass out of the back, has the pace. He is truly a good centre back for the likes of Dortmund, even United. Actually, would use someone like this, a left-handed, left-sided centre back that has the ability to move around and actually step in to the midfield. He is truly like that kind of. He's that guy, basically. That guy. Florian Plattenburg, this is a big one. Omar Mahmoud, Omar Mahmoud, Omar Mahmoud, what he has done for Anderlecht, sorry, Eintracht Frankfurt. Oh my God, this dude has been insane so far. And this is somebody that has jumped from place to place to place and then found himself at Frankfurt. And he has just changed his game. I do not know what he did in the summer that made him this good, or make him start taking his chances, because the skillfulness has been there, the ability to design and finish plays is truly amazing from what he has done. Frankfurt definitely have a good one on their hands, big time. I'm not even going to lie about that. They definitely have a good one on their hands. And this news debate from Florian Plattenberg basically says Eintracht Frankfurt have not yet received an official offer from Manchester City for Omar Mahmoud as of 6:25 p.m. Central Eastern Time. However, they still expect it to arrive over the weekend. Manchester City continue to demand of 80 million pounds as a fixed fee. The mood and discussions between all parties, let's see, involved Manchester City, Eintracht Frankfurt, and the players' camp have been positive and constructive so far. Mamouche wants the move but remains fully focused on Frankfurt. He is set to start against St. Pauli on Saturday. Listen, the thing about Omar Mamouche is he can play the number nine. He can play the left wing position. Um, sorry, he can also play the right wing position. This dude, when it comes to the front position, he is versatile. He is a Swiss knife. He is basically the replacement for Alvaro. No, not Alvaro, but Edson Alvarez. He's basically the guy that left to Atletico Madrid. He is the one replacing him. And this is amazing deal if they get it done. Because Omar Marmoush, we see after Manchester City, because they are going to be losing a lot of players in this summer, they are going to be revamping the club in general. This is one of the persons that I can be like, he is one way and one big move enough to be a world class player. He has everything. He has the pace, he has the trickery, and now he has developed the finish. That's Omar Marmoush for you, man. That's Marmoush for you. He is truly like an insane player. He's truly an insane player, I'm telling you. Like, let me see if we can find like a video of him doing the magic. But dude is insane when it comes to playing football. I've never seen something like this. And he's Egyptian, I believe. Um, of course, let's hear what Ruben has to say real quick, and then we'll go into the next one. La, 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 la. Can we all hear this? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we can. So let's just keep on going. Now this is the big one. Of course, you guys know that I am a United fan. There's no denying that. I'm not going to deny it. I can't. But I try to be as objective as possible. So Fabrizio Romano, the Don himself, says after Juve, AC Milan, and Borussia Dortmund, so Barcelona. This is the key thing because Barcelona has just entered the race for Marcus Rashford. Have been informed on the conditions of Marcus Rashford's loan deal. Initial direct contact took place this week between Barca and the players' camp, as one Mati reports. Same as all the clubs early, the decision, no decision yet. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you for a fact is um, this this particular game, this particular player going to these clubs, I do not think that these clubs are best for him. I've mentioned it and I've set a situation where I believe when it comes to a loan deal for somebody of this talent, I need him to go to Italy one, but not just Italy, he needs to also go to Talanta. Gasperini knows how to get the best out of these kinds of players. Players that have that play on confidence. Players that have the ability to take the ball the moment they get it on his feet and run. We have seen what Gasperini did with Ademola Lukman, and Atalanta is going to be losing Ademola Lukman, in my opinion. Um, in my opinion, they are going to be losing him this summer. They're going to be losing him this summer. So I think it's in their best interest for them to be able to actually go in and say they want to get a replacement right now. It will be their best interest. So go and come in for Marcus Rashford, and then you find out what you can do. You get the loan deal, and you get an option to buy in the summer, not an obligation, an option. And so if it works out, boom, good. You have found your replacement. He's faster than Ademola Lukman. Now his form is nowhere close to Lukman. However, this is a situation where Gasperini can get him back up, and that's one thing about Marcus Rashford. Um, so we have Ruben Amorim says he wants to keep Kobe Mainu, but admits Man United are facing a hard moment over PSR squeeze. No doubt about it, and that is why we need to get Marcus Rashford out of the board. That is the main reason. The PSR, Kobe Mainu is untouchable. Right now, as we speak, in my opinion, Kobe Mainu should be untouchable. Garnacho should be given a chance. Marcus Rashford is an academy graduate, face of United, and face of the older regime. And so not getting rid, but having Marcus Rashford move to a different country, move to a different club, would start the chain fall of us getting into a green of the PSR. For first, PSR at this point is becoming um it's not doing what it is meant to do. It really is not. It's not doing what it was meant to do whatsoever. Um you see situations like this, the PSR have literally started making teams look at their academy and saying, well, you're about to be a cash cow. That is the hardest thing. That is what is It's absolutely wrong in this situation. They need to figure out a way where teams look at their academy as the future. They are creating football players and not creating assets. They are creating football players and not creating products. You get me? It's it's a service business and not a product business. So it's something that we absolutely need to figure out. Um, Manchester United have okay. So we'll go to Florian Plattenburg. Manchester United have been informed that Joshua Zirkzee wants to stay in the winter. That's beautiful. I'm all for this. He has no intention of leaving the club. He wants to stay, prove himself, and believe in his abilities. Juventus are interested, but there has never been a commitment from the player or advanced talks yet between Juventus and Xerxes management, despite other reports. This is good news to my ears, man. It is good news to my ears because We need people that want to be here. We need people that want to be here. That's the goal. We need people that want to fight for their space. We need people that want to fight for every single thing that they have to United. And if you're not ready to do that, yeah, then leave. And that's why I'm cool with Marcus Rashford leaving. Because I support Marcus Rashford till the day he drops the shirt. And him saying that he's looking for a new challenge without understanding that United is the biggest challenge in world football. I'm like, okay, fine. If you need a new challenge, go get a new challenge. I'm cool with that. Because you need to want to play for United. You need to want to play for United. And if you do not want to, that's fine. We're not begging anybody. That's the key thing. We are not begging anybody. All right. So we have here Manchester United for home for a while longer yet. Of course, Ahmad Diallo. Now, this is the beautiful thing, man. 2030. You dumb. Is you dumb? I've always wanted this player to work out for Man United just because he being being a player from Africa, being a player from Ivory Coast, it's not an easy job to come to one of the biggest club, if not the biggest club in the world, because it's literally from gutter. You're literally playing from the depths of everything when it comes to football, and you made it to the pinnacle of football, and that's what he represents for me. And that's why it's been beautiful to see Ahmad actually succeed right now, and I'm absolutely glad about that. He's here for 5 more years, and it's beautiful. Now, I would have given an extra 6. It's an option to kind of prolong the contract so we do not face a lot of PSR. But I'm not the one negotiating, so we move forward. Oh, this is a big one. Juventus are prepared for club to club talks for Ronald Araujo after the Super Cup. Juve see Araujo as priority. Barca were already informed about the interest since last week. Juventus to explore permanent deal slash loan with obligation, not straight loan with option. This is beautiful because Ronald Araujo, it seemed to be not the first choice at this point. Of course, he had had injuries. However, Juve have seen this man, and to me, this is a player that has everything. He has the strength, has the speed. Now he does get a little bit off when it comes to his rockers. When the game gets a little bit frustrating, but that is something that you can coach out of a player. Your manager can give you the confidence enough to know that. So you don't have to. You don't have to trip up. You don't have to trip up. Trip up. You don't have to trip up. You just need to figure out and relax, and we'll get back into the game. And that's one thing that Thiago Motta, I'm sure, would have the best influence over Ronaldo Araujo. So, yeah, that's one thing that we move. Okay, now we are talking about Florian Plantenburg dropped saying Manchester United's efforts to sign Randall Kolo Muani has become more concrete. Now, that's the key word of the year. Last summer, concrete was the key word for every single um, journalist that was dropping out news like this. So when we see concrete, we know, okay, this is actually real. The Red Devils are now determined to do everything possible to secure his transfer in the winter. Recently, there have been specific talks between his management and direct negotiation with Paris Saint-Germain are expected to follow. Man United are considering a loan deal, ideally with the option to buy. Other clubs are still in the race, including Chelsea, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Juventus, AC Milan, and others. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Um, when it comes to Randall Colomwani, a lot of players and a lot of fans do not want him because the stats do not show that he is prolific enough. I want you guys to understand this is a player that when he played for Frankfurt, when he played, is it Anderlecht or Frankfurt? Frankfurt, I believe. He had about 17 goals and 13 assists in 32 games. Listen to me. 17 goals. and 13 assists in 32 games. It's still in him. He is not a bad player all of a sudden. He just went to a team that does not value him as much, that had a lot of players playing in his position, has not given him a lot of playing time. And so we cannot just all of a sudden think, oh, he's not good enough. He is that good. 17 goals and 13 assists. That is the reason PSG went for him. And in my mind, every single person that needs a striker right now, and it's not just a striker, it's a striker that is versatile enough to play the number 10, which Man United plays two number 10s. And Manchester United also has a problem in scoring goals. So we know that coming out of our bench could be somebody that has the ability to score goals, that has the pace, that has the know how, and knows where the goal is in Kolomwani. So in my mind, go get him. Go get him. He's better than not getting anyone. That's one thing I would say. And for the ability for us to get him with a loan and an option to buy, not an obligation, that will be crucial. Because if it's an option, then we see who he is. We see what he can do within these 6 months. And then we can make a decision. Just like Amrabat. Just like the player that plays for Dortmund right now. Uh shoot, I've forgotten his name. But just like those players, we understood, okay, these players are not as good as we expected them to be and did not work in the system, even though I believed that the player that plays um for Dortmund would have been a great player for United. But it just didn't work out. So go get Colomwani if you need to, man. Go get Colomwani. All right. So uh Real Madrid, this is from Fabrizio Romano. Lamini Fati. I don't know how Lamal, and Ansu Fati absolutely just merged together to get Lamini Fati. Formally signing his deal, his contract as new Real Madrid player from Leganés. And he says here, it's a dream for me and my family. I'm so happy and ready to give everything for the best. Give my very best for this club. Hala Madrid, says the 18-year-old centre back. You see, they did not get Euro, and they just went along and said, okay, we are going to get someone better, or get someone different. But bro, what is happening to Real Madrid? Why is this the signing for him? It's not. It doesn't look good whatsoever. The pictures that are coming out, like why is it? Why is Florentino Perez not there? Why is he not giving the red carpet like they give other players? Just a chill guy. Hell yeah! As he's going to demolish Arsenal in the next game also. We have spoke about Araujo already. Christian Folk. Oh, when it comes to Bayern Munich, this is pretty good. He's pretty good about that. So, Victor Gyökeres, Manchester United get huge January transfer boost. Do we want to check that out? Let's see. Let's see. Oh Jesus, not true. Christian Folk heard what the frick? Not true. Christian Folk heard huge details for Manchester United's January transfer plans this morning. Manchester United hopes of landing Victor Gyökeres in January transfer window will be handed a significant boost. Christian Folk now reports that Bayern Munich shouldn't be considered serious contenders for the Sweden's international signature in the winter. This comes amid ongoing links between Red Devils and Ruben Amorim's former goal-scoring prodigy at Sporting Lisbon. La, la. Oh Jesus! I don't know why I'm still watching that. The former Brighton Hove Albion cast-off has been enjoying his sensational career in the Portuguese top flight. Tottenham told to sign Liverpool fan. What the heck? Impressive. He followed his 43 goal season, also producing 15 assists in 2003-2024 with 31 goals and 6 assists and counting in the 2024-2025 season. Now, Gyökeres is a good player, man. We got to give him credit, and we have to give Ruben Amorim a lot more credit because, bro, he found Gyökeres and changed everything about Gyökeres, how he plays, every single thing. Oh, he's just beautiful. This is just beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. He is a beautiful human being. Look at that flag. Yes, sir. Rep the flag. You get me? United youngster 18 Innes is joining Doncaster Rovers on loan for the remainder of the season. Good for him. He needs some playing time. La 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 la. All right. So now this is someone that I really wanted to talk about. Um. Oh wow, that's big news. Rene Hake not going to be new West Brom manager. I wonder what went wrong. Manchester City have presented their formal proposals to Palmeiras for Victor Reyes. It's not an alternative option to Krasnov, who's set to join City soon. Reyes have agreed personal terms with City, and clubs are discussing for Victor to stay on loan at Palmeiras until July. That's a good deal. He's a good player. I don't know who this is. Chelsea midfielder Alex Matos leaves the club to join Championship side Oxford United on loan. Good for him. Go get some playing time, man. All right. So we have the verbal agreement between RB Leipzig and AC Milan for Noah Okafor. It's confirmed, as revealed yesterday. Flight was planned today, but just for planning reasons is rescheduled. Medical also booked. Um, it will be paid. It will be. It will be a paid loan around 1 to 1.5 million and a 25 to 28 by option clause for Noah Okafor. That's good for him, man. Go get some playing time. They bought you and you haven't had any playing time whatsoever. The medical should be scheduled for today for Noah Okafor at RB Leipzig as of 3:57 p.m. German time. There is still no complete agreement between RB Leipzig and AC Milan, but negotiations are advanced. Leipzig are aiming for a loan deal with an option to buy a car for waiting, bro. This vintage shirt is amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. I wish I could find one. The Puma vintage shirt, oh yo, it is just amazing. Oh, one of my favorite players in this generation. Boca Juniors are closing in on a deal to sign Ander Herrera from Athletic Club. Oh man, talks are very advanced stages. Final stages to plan to travel, medical, and formal steps next week. Former Man United player, midfielder, will play at the La Bombonera. Hey, one of his, uh, one of his desires. That's good for him. Ah, la la la. Mm. Yeah, so those are the transfer news that are happening. Let's refresh one more time and let's see kind of if there's any big news that has dropped lately. No, I do not want to hear about you. Um, no. Well, Florian Plantenburg has dropped, and he says Aston Villa have increased their offer for Borussia Dortmund's forward Daniel Malen. Aston Villa's latest offer is now in the region of 25 million. Borussia Dortmund are still demanding 30. Borussia Dortmund has changed this so much. They started at 20. They got to 20 with add-ons, and then they were like, no, we want 30 now. This is just bad dealings. Not gonna lie. It's just bad dealings. That's usually not how you negotiate with. You have to have integrity about what you say. You really do. You really do have to have integrity about what you say. But of course, that is what we have in what do you call it in the transfer window right now. It's there's a lot of things that have been going on, and I'll keep you guys updated on the majority of the things that are happening. So make sure you guys just keep make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that comment below who you think will be the best, or the transfer that would happen this January that you did not expect. And hit that follow button and subscribe down below so you guys do not miss whatsoever in terms of what we are posting here on Pillar Sports. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys enjoy.